Got to do a little bit of adjustment there, a little bit more. Trying to make a. There we go. Making a deflector for light so the camera wouldn't be too bright. Welcome, everybody. Today I'm kind of going to be talking about nutrition, more in the ways of things you should be eating, supplements that would be advisable to be taken on a daily basis for the active person who's either doing severe weight training or any sort of training that might have to do with sports or better health than that. And then we'll give a quick explanation of what benefits these have, at least in my personal experience. So I guess we'll start with some of the easiest ones. I mean, something that you should be doing all the time is a 1-a-day vitamin. All right. It's going to sit there and replace most of the nutrients that you're not getting from a proper diet. If you're eating a proper diet, then it's probably not as important. But it supports immune health. It supports your ability to your body to heal. Besides the multivitamin, I also do some what I call core vitamins. The core vitamins are going to be ones that I kick in: zinc, potassium, and magnesium. All right. These three are going to help in immune health. They're also going to help in tissue and muscle repair. Very important. These are ones I take every day. Potassium will also help you versus cramps. A lot of times when you're cramping up, you're not getting enough potassium. Understand that potassium supplement is only providing about 3% of your daily amount. Don't take a bunch of them. Only take one. Like I said, they're to supple what you get in meals. One of your best form of potassium is the old banana. You can eat a bunch of those a day and don't have to worry about any adverse effects. A lot of these vitamins and minerals you don't want to overdo because they can have side effects. And I'll tell you which ones that you should only take one of and ones that you can possibly take more. But when it comes down to it, take just what you need. B complex, so B12, B6, B3. These are very beneficial for energy, getting more out of your food. Also, the B3 which is niacin, is very good for cholesterol and blood flow. The next thing, vitamin C. Vitamin C is something that your body needs. It's water soluble, so you can take as much as you want. Just understand if you start taking large doses over a period of time, your body learns to get rid of it, and then you kind of setting yourself up for not using it utilized. Usually, I get them in 500 milligrams. I'll take one in the morning. I'll take one in the evening. If I'm starting to feel cold coming on, I will double it. All right, where I'll take 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. But kind of a thing is, if you are taking too many supplements in that, you'll notice when you go to the bathroom, there'll be a slight discoloration. And it's just letting you know that your body's passing most of that stuff right through the system. If you're not seeing that, then you really did need those vitamins and minerals, and your body's utilizing it all. But pay attention to both of them. The other thing I take from my friends over at Click Nutrition is joint support. So this helps my body keep my joints flexible. I think it's a really good product. It definitely, I've felt the difference after my workouts. My recovery time is a little bit faster, and I'm not feeling the soreness, in the joints for the same period of time that I used to before taking it. So, and once again, these are things you want to go to your nutrition specialist and ask questions for. Generally, your, individual stores will have some people that are pretty well trained in it. It'll vary, but Click Nutrition out there in Joliet, Illinois, definitely knows their product. Here's one I got them to bring in for me. It's arginine. Arginine is an amino, which to me has some great benefits. Benefits in blood flow, benefits in releasing your natural hormones and HGH at night. So I take these. It breaks down to nitric oxide, O3, which definitely helps in your workout pump. And it's something I've been taking for 20 years. And I think it's one of the reasons why I'm as healthy as I am. 60 years old. I do hold some world and national titles in raw bench, and I recently set some personal records this year. So even at 60, I'm still getting a little bit stronger, and I continue to want to go that direction. On the nutrition side, one of the more important things for muscle building is protein. And there's different ways of getting protein. The easy way is some sort of protein powder, which you mix in water or milk. Remember, milk itself has protein. The milk I use is a product called Fairlife. Okay, I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever, but what I like about it is it has half the sugar. It has 50% more protein, 13 grams per 8-ounce serving versus 8 ounce of milk. And I think if you're lactose intolerant, you can still drink this, but double check me on that. Another great source of protein, and one of my favorites, Scottish cheese. Scottish cheese has like 13 grams per serving. They say in here 6 servings. All right, so I will eat at least a half a tub of this a day. All right, it's a great way for me to get that, 30 to 40 grams of protein in my system. Remember, your body can only handle 40, maybe 50 grams of protein per meal. So to get the amount of protein you need throughout the whole day, you have to eat multiple meals. So one meal a day with, 150 grams of protein doesn't do it. Because 100 grams just passed down through. Your brain needs protein. Your muscles need protein for recovery. Every morning, I have a bunch of these. All right, called the Incredible Edible Egg. Depending on the size of the egg, these are jumbos. Jumbos have 8 grams of protein per egg and about 120 calories, and they're really clean calories. I'll have 3 or 4 of these every morning. It's just it's one of the cheapest ways. And you figure, this is $1.89 for a dozen, and that's pretty cheap way of getting that type of protein. Milk is the other, but if you are milk intolerant, then you got products like Fairlife, and there's other ones out there. People talk about almond milk, but almond milk's only got 1 gram per serving. That's not really enough to even consider worth doing. So these are the items. My little deflector field keeps sliding forward. These are the items that I do on a daily basis to keep me at the level that I'm at. You still got to put the work in. Still have to eat regular meals. I eat about 5 to 6 meals a day. Not heavy ones, but breakfast will be a heavier meal and dinner will be a heavier meal. And then generally I have, between breakfast and dinner, I'll have 3 or 4 meals in between it. And then I'll usually have something before I go to bed, whether it's a bowl of cottage cheese and some milk, whether it's some leftovers, so that my body has protein to use and process during the night. If you have any questions, hey, hi Eric, bring it in. How you doing? I got my first guy who responded to me. Awesome. All right, because I'm new on this, and I just bought the computer just so I could be able to do this. So Eric, let me respond back to you. Hi Eric. Thanks for joining. Oops, gotta get a space in there. So Eric, you are officially my first person that I've seen pop up on my comments on here since I started doing this. So today is December 1st. Woohoo! Records have been made. If you do have any questions or would like to see me make videos on some other things that relate to this, just drop them in the comments box. And then if it's something that's in my wheelhouse, I'll have it done. If it's something that I know people are better at it, then I will sit there and interview them on that. And let me, something starts bugging you because it won't stop moving on you. And I'll be more happy to sit there and make videos towards that. I am doing a routine right now, preparing for some of my lifts I might be doing in late January, early February, where I hope to break my current personal record of 446 pounds in a sanctioned meet. I will be doing a non-sanctioned meet. I think it's in the beginning of January down in Athens, Illinois at Route 29 Fitness. It's a fun place. I've done their meet a few times. It's more of a touch and go, but it's just a good time, and I enjoy doing it. Yeah, so Eric, awesome video. I'm going to use some of these supplements. I only use multivitamins right now. No, absolutely. The main ones I'm thinking of, and also I didn't, did I grab? Yeah, D3. D3 is another one. Very good for immune support. If you're in a nice, warm, and sunny area and you're always outside, you don't need to take this. But if you're not, then this is one that you'd only take one of. Okay, these are one of the vitamins. If your body produces it naturally, you can produce as much as it wants, and there's no adverse effects. But when you're taking this up here, strictly follow just the one pill a day. All right, and if you know it's a nice sunny day out there, you can skip this. This bottle usually lasts me 4 times longer, almost 5 times longer than my vitamin C bottle does. Because, I'm not in a nice, warm, sunny state of, maybe Florida or California or New Mexico or Arizona or stuff like that. Whenever the sun is out, I am outside. I enjoy being outside, whether just doing household chores or, taking the cat for a walk. I do have a feral cat that's now become a friend. I have a cute little video out there, but she demands my attention at least 2 or 3 times a day. She's trying to be a house cat, but wife's allergic to cats, so I can't let her in here. But I bought her a house and got a closed off deck, and got her all the comforts of home outside. But nutrition is very important. If you go out there in the gym and you're working out and you're doing all this work and you're not seeing the goals, a lot of times it's going to be taking the right building blocks. And your aminos, which you're getting from your protein powders, and I'm getting from my arginine, are those building blocks. There's other ones out there. I don't take everything under the sun. Some people will tell you, creatine is really good for workouts. I think it is. And a lot of times when I buy a pre-workout, such as Bang, which I got one of those. Just remember. Oh no, that's not it. Hard lemonade, same color bottle. The whites. But like Bang is a good pre-workout. I only drink one of these. It's not all the time, but it's got EAA aminos, super keratin, and CoQ10. All these things are helpful items for your workout and for your joints. Also, when you eat is important. All right, you got to have breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Definitely, if you're weight training, if you don't get the breakfast in you, and you go to the gym and you're working out, you don't have the energy and you don't have the proteins preloaded to start doing the repair. After you get done working out, I suggest drink a shake, just to get the proteins in there right away. And then usually it's about an hour before I get home. And once I get home, I have a meal. Not a heavy meal, but I have a meal that at least has 30 grams of protein, if my body is still craving the protein. And then generally there's a meal between then and dinner. Still, again, that heck of meal is going to be a lighter meal, maybe 30 grams of protein, maybe only about 200-300 calories at the most. And then I have dinner. When I have dinner, if you follow me on Facebook, I like meat, chicken, pork, bacon, steaks, ribeyes. I'm a meat eater. You guys are vegetarians. That's great. I eat vegetables too, so those are right along with it. But those definitely help me keep my size. Currently, I'm at about 260 pounds. I'm competing in the 275-pound class in 2021. I do plan on going back down to 242 for 2022. Because that's usually where I compete. But this summer I had lots of fun things to do. I was out in Arizona twice for my daughter's bridal shower and wedding. I was at Hawaii for my other daughter, went to Pearl Harbor and got to visit her for a long time. It was a blast. Hawaii's a beautiful place. I was competing in Iowa twice. I'm in Illinois. I went to Bill Carpenter's UPA Iron Battle on the Mississippi. A lot of fun. I just did this one here in Peoria, Illinois for W.T. Franklin. It was the bench for cancer. My lost my mom to cancer, so it was. I did it just for that thing. Wasn't planning on doing it, but once I seen it was up there, I signed up and did it because that's something I definitely support. I just finished up with a WAP one where I did break my national record there. I ended up with a 192.5 kilos, which is about 424 pounds. Wasn't feeling quite as strong as I did 2 weeks before, where I did 446 pounds at the UPA meet, and you're going to have those fluctuations. I did change up my workout to not be pressing the single heavyweights as often and doing the mid heavyweights, far more reps, something that I picked up and borrowed permanently from Massive Iron Channel. Steve Shaw, appreciate that. And the one thing, I've been doing this for 45 years, and I'll still change things up when I hear good advice. One thing I'll say about lifting is form is important. Form over weight. Don't be throwing at weight that you can't handle. Perfect form just because you're in the gym. Trying to impress somebody, you're not impressing anybody. You're sending the right message. Us as veteran lifters cringe anytime I see poor form. But if you do ask one of the more experienced lifters, how you can correct their form, I'm sure they'll give you some good critical advice, and I would suggest you follow it. But because bad form will get you hurt, and we don't want anybody hurt, because once you get hurt, you stop lifting. And the time to recover, now you got to sit there and start that cycle of getting back in there and trying to, get yourself remotivated. All right, so remember, supplements, protein are important. You still a regular diet consistent of your meats and vegetables and dairy and your fibers. And anytime you do have any real issues, if you know something's really going bad, well, then it's time to go see the doctor. But other times, and don't search it on Google, because Google, oh my God, I'm going to die. No, just go talk to the doctor. If you have a regular doctor out there that's been there for a long time, they should kind of know what your habits are. And like I said, once again, if you have any questions, please pop them up in there in comments, and any suggestions for things you'd like me to cover later on. Okay, so this is Kelly Bean from the Scottish Fitness Channel signing out. I do appreciate all my subscribers. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't, because I could use more. Thank you. All right, let me get this. There we go.